few when I leave the studio, maybe more than a few. Now, of course, we're moving along to something. I absolutely love this product. I think for those of us out there, whether you take antibiotics or certain medications, I think when your whole body is running properly, it makes a big, big difference in your daily activities and your daily life. And this is an amazing product to take.
And I think those of us who just want nothing more than to have healthy immune system function, yes, or healthy digestive system function, what I think most of us forget is our friendly flora. The probiotics in our body are essential for that function. That the probiotic cells in our body, the probiotic organisms in our body, actually outnumber our cells. And we rely on them for healthy immune system function. They serve a barrier function at each opportunity, say in our body where a bacteria could attack or a virus or something like that. Our body's immune system has to protect those areas, whether it's our mouth, whether it's our nose, or other openings in our body that I won't name. Our body has the job of protecting those openings. And friendly flora is part of that process. In fact, women know this especially well. If women take an antibiotic, generally there will be certain consequences as a result of that antibiotic wiping out the healthy balance, yes, changing the healthy balance of flora. Even men know this as well, but women are more acutely aware of it. So our friendly flora is something we need to pay attention to because it's critical for healthy digestion. It could interfere, an imbalance can interfere with regularity, can cause constipation, interferes with our ability to absorb nutrients, critical nutrients. So it's part of normal digestion, part of normal nutrition, and unfortunately the way we eat doesn't favor a good balance of friendly flora. All the different medications we take. I talked before when we talked about cholesterol lowering with our Choco Nuvo. I talked about the #1 drugs in the world being the statin drugs, cholesterol lowering statin drugs. And you'll hear the pharmaceutical industry talk about how the vitamin industry has been growing unbridled when they try to make it seem like the vitamin industry is taking over the world. The vitamin industry, you could take statin drugs, and probably statin drugs alone are 4 times the size of the entire vitamin industry. Statin drugs alone. The vitamin industry, the pharmaceutical industry has, I think it's more than $1 trillion a year. $1 trillion a year. So, and I think the vitamin industry is probably $15 to $20 billion a year. Tiny compared to the pharmaceutical industry. And there's a number of classes of drugs that interfere with our friendly flora. One of those being all of the things we take for gastric esophageal reflux disease or upset stomachs or acid stomach. Many of us will take things that are these proton pump inhibitors. This modern class of antacids, when you start changing the acidity, the pH in your stomach, what you start changing is the environment for friendly flora, and it comes with consequences. So again, it's just that awareness that should trigger a desire to maintain a healthy balance of friendly flora, because that healthy balance affects our regularity, affects our digestion, affects our immune system. It has so many impacts, and the reviews on this product are, again, like all of my products, typically almost perfect.
Yes, stellar. 1,155 reviews. Of those, 951 are perfect 5-star reviews.
So again, over 80% perfect, close to 90% perfect 5-star, yes, reviews. Like our typical product is 95% positive reviews when you start adding 5, 4, and 3-star reviews. So it's a product that delivers. You get great pricing, free shipping during the visit, and it's an opportunity this time of year when we kind of throw caution to the wind with what we eat. Maybe a little caution to the wind with our immune system because we're probably sleeping less and doing a lot of things we might not normally do with as much frequency as we do it during the holidays. So it's a good time of year to see a difference that this product can make, and this comes with a money-back guarantee until the end of January.
One other thing that I really love about it, though, is especially for travel, it does not have to be refrigerated, which a lot of you, if you go to your health food store, might be familiar with.
And that is why it took me, we've had this product for probably about 6 or 7 years, but it probably took me 10 years longer to arrive at this product than I would have wanted. But because of the nature of this product, we're shipping it to you.
Right.
So I needed to be confident that I was delivering you the active flora, the right species of flora, the right family of friendly flora. And I had to do that in a way that didn't require refrigeration, either in shipping it to you or at your house. And that's what we've achieved. And if you look, small capsules, and again, I don't understand friendly flora products that are rock hard tablets.
Right.
but that is truly,
wow,
truly like dust.
That is dust.
And the only thing you're looking at there, you're looking at the probiotic organisms. And they are inert, they are dormant in the capsule. When they're introduced to your digestive system, they're introduced to the water, the hydration of your digestive system, that's what wakes them up. And again, if you look at this chart, you can see it's not 1 billion or 5 billion. My regular friendly flora is 5 billion. This is 25 billion colony-forming units, not per bottle, but per capsule.
Oh.
So that capsule I just opened has more than 25 billion colony-forming units per capsule, and it's comprised of the most important, the most well-researched, the specific families, the Lactobacillus acidophilus, the Lactobacillus plantarum, the Lactobacillus salivarius, and then the Bifidobacterium lactis. If you read the research and you went online and looked at the research, you'd find those are the most important. That's what we deliver. We deliver them in abundance, and we deliver them in a form that survives the acid in your stomach and can populate the critical sites in your body where you'll derive the benefits from them.
Well, and that's what's so true. You know very well, if your digestive system is running properly, the way it should be running, then everything is smoother. Your immune system, basically life is better. So choose the size that you would like. Remember, we've got your introductory sizes, the 30, the 60, the 90, the 180. They're just a little over 100 in each individual size, though. So please be aware if this is something that you need to reorder right now. I know it's not only a profoundly different feeling product for me, especially this time of year where maybe you are taking an antibiotic or taking certain medications, or certainly it's with stress and travel. Like Andrew said, this is a time of year where we're doing things a little out of our ordinary. And isn't it nice that you can do something naturally to support your digestion, to support your immune system, and basically just support an overall healthy life? And that's what these shows are all about. And that's why it's so exciting to have Andrew here, and not only to learn from him, but experience these products done in a way that no one else in the world is doing. So if you've bothered to take anyone else's Friendly Flora product, there is nothing else like this. You definitely reap that bang for your buck, and that's why virtually every single review on this product is a perfect 5-star review. So with that money-back guarantee until the end of January, if there was ever a time to get this, if there was ever a time to get it in your hands, definitely this is, well, one of your last opportunities, because we have the final 45 minutes for the year with Andrew, and we've got much, much more to come.
Yeah, just about 50 to 75 bottles remaining in each
Yes.
size. And the Ultimate Friendly Flora, it's one of those products that I think we have only recently become aware of. A lot of the other companies make some rather aggressive claims for it. It doesn't mean that their product's better than mine. It just means that I like to make more fair and rational claims. I don't like to position my products as drugs or medicines. I like to simply position them for what the powerful natural ingredients can do in terms of their natural function in your body, in terms of digestion, nutrient absorption, in terms of regularity, in terms of all of these natural processes that Friendly Flora, probiotics, are a normal part of how that function goes on in our body. So don't let the fact that I don't make lavish claims, outlandish claims, think that somehow our products are inferior to those that do. I just like to be more conservative, set more appropriate expectations, and I think that's why they're also so well reviewed, because they perform and meet expectations.
You know, absolutely. So especially if you've tried somebody else's Friendly Flora product. So I know we're getting ready to move along, and you know we have so much to get to. I hope you try this for yourself, especially with that unconditional money-back guarantee until the end of January.
And what we're doing, because we just have nothing really left of the Choco Nuvo. I think we, as I said before, we loaded in the last of the squares, so we probably have maybe 50 or 100 bottles in each size remaining. So we decided we'd do some this day onlys. So we're going to be talking about our oatmeal, our oat bran, our phosphatidylcholine, which is great if you're going to be drinking alcohol over the holidays, our liver antioxidants, also if you're going to be drinking alcohol over the holidays. And then we have our kind of share the health kit for the end of the year, our healthy holiday kit.
All right, so we are jam-packed with goodies over the course of the next 40 minutes.
Yes.
So, all right, so final quantities here, very limited indeed. And, you know, I don't think I've ever done a this day only with you.
We typically don't have to, because what we end up doing is we're able to produce more product. We couldn't do that with the Choco Nuvo. This is now going to become very precious. But unfortunately, as I've explained before, Choco Nuvo is a very complex process. Organic, fair trade chocolate, it's not a simple thing, especially the specific chocolate that we use.
Absolutely.
So
all right. So
we'll be back in March.
We'll be back in March. All right. So we are moving along, and we get to do that this day only.